I grew up freestyling with friends and stuff, and partly because that was fun. But when I really think back, it was also because that was all you could do.
Mm.
Maybe two people in my city had beat machines, maybe two. And who knows if they had records, and who knows if they were good. Like
Yeah.
you couldn't make anything. Maybe there was two studios in my whole city, and there's no way as a 15-year-old I could afford to go in there. So, one pro of now is you actually can create as a
Mm.
kid. 15-year-olds now have already made 10 mixtapes.
Yeah.
Like, you know, um, but there's pros and cons to even that.
Yep.
There was a romance to our era. I heard Talib Kweli tell this amazing story about how he used to freestyle probably in Washington Square Park in New York. And he heard about hieroglyphics and Souls of Mischief. And he heard that they were dope. And the competitive MC in him hopped on a bus for 4 days to go to Oakland to find them and battle them.
That sounds unhinged and extremely awesome.
Unhinged, extremely awesome. But to me, it speaks to also like that's all you could do with
Yeah.
rap. Try to be good. He didn't even have their phone numbers or their real names. He just went there and asked people, where are they? And then my favorite is like the culmination of the story is like, he found them, they battled, and they were both like, okay, yeah, you're dope. And that's it.
Then you get back on the bus for 4 days.
So it's like there's also something beautiful about that era of hip hop too, where it's like, yeah, man, like that's all you could do and you had all these wild experiences because there was no Google Maps, you're just on a bus and then the community around it was so tight because obviously you love it. You're willing to do these unhinged things for it. So, yeah, there's absolutely pros and cons.
Yeah, you had to seek it out because it didn't really necessarily exist for people like me or you in the same way it existed for someone in Oakland or say New York. Like for me, reading magazines and devouring album artwork and stuff like that was the only way that I would be able to figure out what was happening.
Exactly. And it just made it on one hand it made it harder. On the other hand, it made it more special.
Exactly. Yeah.
I still remember to this day, this kid, George, the first day of high school, had this Tommy rugby that was green with the Tommy spelled out. And I was so into magazines and hip hop and the clothing that I was like, I know all of the Tommy pieces you can get in my hometown. And he didn't get that from my hometown. He must have gone to an outlet mall in Michigan or
Yeah.
in Detroit. And so, like, okay, he's cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk to him at some point. Like, it was just so special because of that,
Yeah.
which is lost now. But on the other hand, again, you have the opportunity to create now. If you have an idea, you can make it, you can express yourself, which we didn't exactly have. It was so prohibitive.